If you feel like you've got to go fish for a new card game to play, then look no further than these two games from Hoyle. Hi, I'm Laurie from TTPM, playing mixed Emojis and Seal Squad card games, both ideal for kids ages 6 to 8. And there are more games to check out on our YouTube channel when you click subscribe below. So Mixed Emojis is about getting players talking and recognizing emotions. There are actually 2 different decks of emoji cards, and you'll only use both decks when playing with 4 or more players. Otherwise, just pick one of the card decks to shuffle up and deal out evenly among the players. When you're ready to play, turn over the timer, and then players take turns flipping over a card from their deck, making a face that matches the one on their card, and giving an example of a time they felt that emotion.
I was nervous going on the job interview for TTPM.
You've got to remember the examples everyone is
confident.
giving, because if you flip over an emoji card that has already been seen,
Last time I played a board game, I was feeling very confident with myself.
you've got to give that same example.
Confident again! The last time I played a board game, I felt very confident with myself.
Yeah!
If you remembered it, take the whole pile of cards and place them on the bottom of your stack. This will start a new round of play, meaning you can use all new emotion examples. If you can't remember the emotion example that someone else gave, just flip over another card from your stack and do that emotion.
Remember.
If you flip over a surprise card, you get to add all of the cards in the pile to the bottom of your stack, leaving behind the surprise card. Play will continue with the next player. I don't think a surprise card ushers in a new round, but you can interpret the instructions however you'd like. When the timer runs out, the game is over and the player with the most emoji cards wins. To play Seal Squad, set up the fabric game mat with the walrus token on the rock in the southwest corner of the mat, and the 4 seal chips on any 4 spaces on the mat. The stack of mini fish cards gets placed in the net in the northwest corner of the mat. Players will then take turns rolling both dice and moving accordingly. If you roll a letter and a number, this tells you the direction, north, south, east, or west, and how many spaces to move in that direction. All players work together to determine which seal chip will land on the most fish when moved the number of spaces in that direction. Once the seal chip is landed, count the number of fish on that spot, and then move that number of fish cards to the igloo space. When rolling the dice, you might also roll a walrus and a number. In this instance, ignore the number and move the walrus chip 1 space along its rocky path. If you roll 2 walruses, move the walrus chip 2 spaces. If you roll a crab and a number, ignore the number and move the walrus back 1 space. Same goes for when a seal lands on a crab on the game mat. If you roll a walrus and a crab, nothing happens. The game ends when the walrus reaches the pile of fish cards or when all the fish cards have been collected. If there are more fish cards on the igloo than with the walrus, everybody wins. Otherwise, the walrus wins. Each of these games sold separately has a different type of gameplay, so if you're looking for a game with a more targeted objective, then you might like Seal Squad. If you're looking for a game to promote communication and emotional IQ, then you can play Mixed Emojis. What do you guys think of these card games? Leave a comment below and tell me which one looks most fun to you. The pros are that both of these games are easy to learn how to play, they are quick to play, and they're something the whole family can play. I don't have any cons, so I give them 4 stars. For where to buy and current prices, visit TTPM and subscribe to our YouTube channels for more reviews every day.